Hello, Fountain Valley. I'm Mayor Cheryl Brothers. I'm here today at a local restaurant, Lamppost Pizza on Warner. I'm here with Johnny Borden, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what it's been like to operate a restaurant during this time. Because we are social distanced here, and I think it's easier to understand me, I'm going to remove my mask for the rest of the program. So, John, thank you for joining us today. We know it's been difficult for you and all the other restaurants since this started last March. It's hard to believe it's been going that long. But can you share what has worked out for Lamppost Pizza? What were you doing prior to this lockdown, and how long have you been here in Fountain Valley?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your weekly series.
Happy to.
So we took over Lamppost July 14th, 2003, many moons ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what has always worked for us is just being thoroughly involved in the community. We have found sponsorships, fundraising, and just being involved on some level, whether it's the athletics or the music or churches or boys and girls, et cetera, et cetera. We try to do something for every organization that asks. Sometimes it's large, sometimes it's small, but we try to do something for everyone that asks. To go back and answer your question, how we've been doing the last few months, March and April were bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we are kind of anti-delivery, very little takeout. And we've always had success with bringing your whole family in, bringing your whole team in, relaxing for an hour, watching a game, kids playing the arcades. So obviously that was, shut down immediately. And so we adapted and we switched to whatever we had to do. And then takeout was about 10% of our sales prior to coronavirus. And now, it's a good chunk. It's probably 30 to 40%. And for a couple months, it was 100%, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah. So we didn't have the luxury of doing dine-in or even a patio at that time. So yeah, with the patio, with the dine-in coming back slowly, we're at 25% seating occupancy, and takeout, we're getting by. It's not great, but we're getting by.
Well, I know from my past here in Lamppost Pizza that it's a fun place to be. So I understand when it took a drop because you can't come in large numbers, large parties.
Yes.
And that's always been a lot of fun to come here and do that. But I know how active you are in the community, and Fountain Valley and all of our organizations really appreciate that. You're a big help to so many groups. So I know that you've had to evolve over the last few months and think out of the pizza box.
Yes, literally, yes.
I see that you have outdoor seating set up now, which you applied for the city's temporary emergency outdoor permit, which is free, and I hope was a smooth operation to fill out that
very easy
permit. Okay.
Yes, they made it very easy.
Right, and like I said, we don't charge for that. We encourage food places that have the ability to do this to make that happen. I know it's an investment for you to set that up. So did you jump into that as soon as it was available? Did you have to think about it a little bit?
If I could be honest, I have to give a shout out to the recess room. We were having dinner out there on the patios, and David Trong introduced me to the owners, and I was picking their brain about their setup. And we were right in the middle of trying to acquire tents. And it was tricky because all the restaurants were trying to get them. Patio furniture, everything was going fast. People were very excited to have the option, because we had some customers that wouldn't order if they weren't allowed to eat it. They wouldn't even take it to go. So it was just good to have an option where we're like, hey, you guys. And then, we did get a couple TVs out there so people could watch sports and relax. And, so, yeah. And then with all the permits from the city of Fountain Valley and made it very easy. Alcohol beverage control was pretty smooth. And then the property owners were very generous. They said, take as many spots as you need. My business neighbors were nice. They said, oh, we don't mind. We want you guys to succeed. So yeah, all in all, it was nice. It was a smooth process.
Well, that's good. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
And we're happy you and others were able to do that. I know my daughter's involved in some construction projects at home. And guess what else is in short supply?
Oh, yeah.
Is lumber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of these things are being built.
Yes.
The county's currently in the red tier. They keep changing whether you're a number or a color. Now we're a color. And now we're in the red tier. And hopefully we'll move shortly into the orange tier. That will allow more capacity for indoor dining. I have to assume that your customers, your regular customers especially, will be happy to be able to come back in. And are you a little relieved with that? And are you going to keep your outdoor dining?
Yes. So I think we are going to, as long as the city will allow it, we're going to keep the patio open. I think it's a nice option, especially if you're a little hesitant to dine in at this time. Maybe they want to, wait a little longer. I just like the customers having an option to dine out on the patio, and to go to 50% will definitely be nice. But I don't want to do anything too fast. I want to keep our staff and definitely our guests healthy. So, but yes, to have a few more tables, because luckily we have enough room to have very well spaced out, and to have a little extra tables would be nice, especially for the Laker playoffs, which were, game 4 is tonight. We have the Dodgers in the playoffs, and then NFL is back on Sundays and Thursdays and Mondays. So yeah, it would be beautiful to have a little more tables.
Right. But you're right about that. Some people just aren't comfortable enough.
And I understand. Sure.
To come back in. So they have all the opportunity to do takeout.
Yeah.
And or eat out on the patio. And I suspect that the city will keep this going as long as there are any restrictions, and as long as your commercial neighbors are okay with that, because it does give a different comfort level to a lot of people who want to come in. So since March, you've been closed, open, limited, open.
It's been a roller coaster.
It certainly has. So how easy has it been for you to adapt and adjust? And I noticed you have a new floor.
Well, it was a good time to do construction improvements because we didn't have anyone dining in. So yes, we did do some new flooring. We did obviously all the hand sanitizers, all the signage needed to open. And then we also went above and beyond and did air filtration systems throughout the whole dining room, again, to keep the staff and all of our customers safe. And but yes, quite the roller coaster. Sales obviously went down 60% March and April. And then we did have that little window where we were allowed to open up. We kind of got excited, had employee meetings, and we're prepping them on what we need to do. And I think it lasted about a week. Then we got shut down again. Right. And then, it was takeout only. But shortly thereafter, then we got the patio, which was kind of a game changer. And now I'm just glad that we're functioning, like we were talking about, dine-in, patio, or takeout. So it's nice. Right.
Yeah. So you have the best of three worlds in this time.
Correct. And when we hit 50% occupancy, I think we might, do a little better than just losing money or breaking even. So sometime we're gonna, make a profit this year, hopefully.
Well, were you able to get any financial help from either any of the federal government programs, the state or the county?
We were. We only applied for 2, and we received both: the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, and then the Small Business Emergency Relief Grant Program. So yeah, that definitely helped out a lot.
Okay, that helped you to keep the door open.
Absolutely, because the reserves were beat up pretty bad.
Yes.
So it was nice to have some assistance,
Yes.
definitely.
Well, I think you were lucky that at this time when you couldn't have guests inside, to be able to financially afford to do the work you did, it was a terrific opportunity for you, even though it may have stretched your budget.
Yes, hindsight, we probably wouldn't have done a lot of improvements, but I thought we were going to be shut down for a few weeks, not a few months.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad we did it. And, it's no more carpet. It's very clean in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it was a good time to do improvements because we're 5,000 square feet, but we were only using about 900 square feet for months. So it was a lot of dead space, So it was a good time.
Yeah. Well, you were lucky to be able to do that. And as you said, you thought this would be over sooner.
Oh, yeah.
And
If we had it.
Instead, it's going on. It seems longer and longer.
Yes, definitely. Process.
Yeah, well, the city has struggled financially too, because as businesses lose revenue, the city loses revenue.
Sure.
And we've had all of those COVID preparation expenses too. So, getting federal and state help has been important to
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
city, the county, and people at home.
Sure.
And our businesses. So that's good. And will it continue? Nobody knows.
Yeah. It's
Nobody
great
knows.
question.
So I want to thank you for sitting down with me today and talking about what it's been like for you. And it's very similar for all of our food places.
Sure.
And we're happy you're still here. We hope that this gets lifted to a new tier soon and you can bring in more of your guests.
Yes.
I know people are anxious. Some are anxious to get back inside, and some are not yet comfortable with that. And so again, thank you. And do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to leave us with?
Well, again, thank you for coming in today, and thank you for all of our loyal customers who've been coming in all through COVID, and for the ones that took a break, come on back. We have the patio, the dining room, or you could always get takeout, and we're looking forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
So in other news in Fountain Valley, I did want to point out while I'm here at Lamppost Pizza that Johnny's wife and kids decorated this lovely pumpkin, which he has here in the shop. So take some hints. It's a very cute pumpkin without carving. So the County of Orange Healthcare Agency is asking for your help. They're conducting a survey of attitudes toward the COVID-19 vaccine, which will be of great assistance to them in planning for distribution of the vaccine when it becomes available. We want them to listen to your opinion, and we're asking you to take less than 5 minutes to fill out a simple questionnaire concerning how you feel about being vaccinated against this virus. Just click on the link to reach the survey. It's listed there in multiple languages. It will automatically be submitted when you've completed the survey. You do not need to give your name or any other identifying information. All responses are anonymous and confidential. They would like to have responses by October 9th. They will need to know things like what locations to set up, how many vaccines that they would expect to give out. So please go online and fill out that survey. As you may know, Orange County moved into the red tier of the California Public Health Department framework on September 8th. As of September 22nd, Orange County schools have been eligible to reopen with in-person instruction as long as this county data remains consistent with the red tier or better. Schools may continue with distance learning or move into a hybrid schedule according to their local needs. Elementary school waivers are no longer required at this time. Our Fountain Valley School District had a successful hybrid schedule with in-person instruction in the last 2 weeks. We plan to visit a school in the near future to get some insights. I'm sure the children enjoy being back in a classroom and seeing their friends. As a reminder, District 1 and 2 are providing food distributions to support those that are in need during this pandemic. District 1 will have food distribution on October 14th from 8 to 11:30 at our Sports Park Recreation Center on Brookhurst. District 2 provides meals every Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. at our Senior Center on Bouchard. That information is on your screen and available on the city website. This Saturday, October 10th, from 10 till noon, our fire department will have a drive-through event at our Fountain Valley Sports Park at the Recreation Center. Enter the park at Brookhurst and Heil and follow the signs. Several fire apparatus will be on display to view as you drive along the path. And goodie bags for the kids will be available while supply lasts. So come early. It starts at 10 and goes till noon. Elections are no longer a one-day event. Voting begins this month before any election day, when every registered voter receives a voter information guide as well as a vote-by-mail ballot. Every one of you will receive that vote-by-mail ballot. The voter information guide is also available to pick up at Fountain Valley City Hall. Take advantage of the available options this time. Vote at home with your mail-in ballot, drive-through drop-off at Fountain Valley Senior Center and the Fountain Valley Library. They are big yellow boxes. They are very secure. They are well marked and easy to find and easy to use. You can still vote in person at the Fountain Valley Senior Center, the County of Orange Freedom Hall in Miles Square Park, that's the one you see off Euclid, and the Orange County Sanitation District, or return your ballot by U.S. Postal Service. For in-person voting, you will have the opportunity to vote at one of nearly 170 customer service centers located throughout Orange County. You may vote at any of those voting stations and drop your ballot into any ballot drop box. In addition, there is more flexibility with the upcoming election. You can vote 4 days prior to Election Day, which this year is November 3rd, including Saturdays and Sundays. You'll be greeted at those in-person sites and checked in electronically. Drop off completed vote by mail ballot at any of those locations. If you're voting in person, you will receive the best customer service and help if you need it for a smooth process and a secure environment to meet voters' needs throughout Orange County. To locate a voting center in Orange County, not just in Fountain Valley, for this election, you can visit the Orange County Registrar of Voters website. If you have any questions about the upcoming November presidential general election, you can contact the Orange County Registrar of Voters at the phone number and website on your screen. Hashtag SafeDineOC. The County of Orange has a Safe Dine OC, an OC COVID-19 Safe Restaurant campaign, and those hashtag information is on your screen. That campaign has been extended through October 16th. Owners may apply for a grant of up to $5,000 to reimburse for masks, employee training, site reconfiguration, cleaning supplies, and more. So apply today if you're a food service organization at safedineoc.com. And that information is on your screen and on the city's website. Fountain Valley Restaurant Association Restaurant Week is coming soon, October 18th through the 25th. Calling for Fountain Valley restaurants and fast food establishments to participate in this restaurant week. There's an opportunity for free association membership and financial incentives when you sign up to participate. Restaurants will receive $500 and fast food establishments receive $250. Participation is limited to 50 businesses, and the project is funded by District 1 CARES Act funding. So look up that information and sign up soon if you're able to participate. Chef Marla McGee can be contacted at this phone number. She can help you register if you want to participate. There is more information on the website on your screen. On a different note, Orange County Mosquito and Vector Control District is working hard to educate the public and reduce the invasive Aedes mosquitoes. There has been an increase in these ankle-biting mosquitoes. We call them ankle biters because they don't fly high and they don't fly in great distances. So if you have them at home, chances are they are breeding very near to you, if not in your backyard. And this mosquito can breed indoors. So you need to be careful also about pet food water dishes, sink drains, if they're not used, can breed mosquitoes. So at home, inspect containers and plant size saucers. You can also think about eliminating those plant saucers. Dump and drain all containers regularly. Wear repellent containing DEET, Pickardin, IR3535, not sure what that is, or oil of lemon eucalyptus. Those repellents are available at all the drugstores and probably online, but it's important when you're out to wear those. This particular mosquito carries and is able to transmit some pretty dreadful diseases, so we need to do everything we can to eliminate their breeding source and protect yourself when you're out. You can get more information on this at OC Mosquito and Vector Control District website, and that information is on your screen. And there's been recent coverage by Channel 2 News. Census 2020, you still have time to complete the survey. The deadline is October 31st. The census data will affect our community and the services we provide for you every day. And school lunches, plans for highways, support for firefighters and families in need, all of those funds are based on the numbers of the census. So it's critically important that everyone in the city complete the 2020 census. And that information is on your screen. If you have not done it, please do it before October 31st. So until next time, remember, stay 6 feet apart, wear a mask when you're out, and wash your hands. Stay well.